or opinions of Equity Media, its management, staff, or affiliates of WBOK.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. Good afternoon, New Orleans. Guess what? We're Black at it again this week, here for another episode of Black to Business, sponsored by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. The New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce is a resource and voice for black businesses and entrepreneurs in the New Orleans region. We support, promote, and educate our members for sustainable growth and expansion through advocacy, frequent networking events, access to educational resources such as business trainings, and other technical assistance programs. Today, I'm Anthony Bridges. Well, always I'm Anthony Bridges, Community Development Lender with NOLA Lending Group, a division of Fidelity Bank. And as always, I'm here with the great co-host, Mr. Edward B. Coulon-Smith.
How you doing, Radio Land? And once again, as we always do on Wednesday, we greet you at lunchtime. So whatever you're eating on, I hope it's great, and I hope it is as great as the conversation that we're about to have. And we want you to be a part of this conversation because I do believe it will touch upon everybody, each and every listening person in the audience right now. So if you want to be a part of the conversation or you have something to add to the conversation, or you have any questions or concerns, please call 504-582-9422. So our radio guests today are Ryan Gutto, from the board president, Andrea Tyler, the board secretary, and one of their constituents, Mr. Joseph Robert of the Good Foundation. So what's up, good people?
How y'all
what's
doing?
happening with the Good Foundation?
Everything is going well, man. We so excited. We have a big event this coming Saturday, July 26th.
All right, so since you're going to jump into that big event, that is one of the questions. So
Okay.
tell us about, from the Boots to Benefits event that y'all having this coming Saturday.
It's one of our biggest events that we have so far. So we partner with the Colin family, McDonald's. We have put together some great things for our veterans. We are actually excited about this because we're bringing the community together, because we can't forget about our veterans. We have all these resources that we bring into the event for these folks to come down and get the knowledge and the information that they need to succeed. So, and to get all the information that they need.
All right,
Yeah.
and shout out to Brother Lewis Colin, who is one of our board members, and he did give me a call in reference to this, in regard to this, and that is pretty much how y'all are here. And Brother Colvin says he's under the weather, so we wish him
Absolutely.
a healthy recovery.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
get well and get well soon.
Get well.
We do need your boots on the ground. with us as
Absolutely.
well.
I was just going to offer as well, we're going to have assistance with VA benefits, suicide prevention, credit counseling for some of our veterans, as well as financial literacy, real estate consulting, and hurricane prep as well. So those are some of the things that if you attend this event, you'll be able to get some more information about. Please come out and join us and, spread the word. If you know a veteran, touch them, share the information so they can come out and get this information.
Cool. So tell us, who is Ryan Gutto? Who is Andrea Tyler? And who is Mr. Joseph Robert?
Well, Ryan Goodall is a native New Orleanian, born and raised in New Orleans. I love this city. My wife and I, Tisha Goodall, she wasn't able to make it today, but we founded this foundation because of her dad.
Okay.
Her dad is a Navy vet, and helping him acquire his benefits. He was struggling getting benefits for himself, and him going to the VA and them denying him and everything for years. And my wife finally put her foot down, saw him break down in tears, and he's an alpha man. He doesn't break down easily. And just seeing him break down, my wife and I, we're investors also, so we pivoted what we were doing to help him to get his benefits. And sure enough, my wife put her foot, I got to give it to her. She put her foot down and went to the VA and made some noise and pretty much helped him along the way with paperwork and getting things in order for him. So quiet. So it's a lot. It's not just talking the talk. It's walking it too. So just going out there, putting in the work. And my wife and I, we saw this, and it just wasn't him. And we didn't just focus on him. We know a lot of veterans out there are struggling to acquire benefits, and they did get discouraged. And once they get discouraged, they turn around and just forget about it. And a lot of these guys come out the military and don't even understand the benefits that they have, and that they have the resources out there to help them. And I understand this. The military doesn't give them a list of things when they get out. Hey, you could do this, you could do that, and you could do this. And so they just thrown out, thank you for your service, boom, have a nice life.
So it's no checklist.
There's no checklist. So that's where, and there are folks out there doing this, but my wife and I, we have a different spice to this, and we want to be involved with everything, not just that process. And our main focus is just empowering them through housing, education, and resources. So we brought a veteran with us today. His name is Joseph Robert. And he's actually going through the same situation with his benefits. And my wife and I try to help him and put our stamp on what we could do to acquire benefits for him also.
Good morning. I'm Joseph Robel. We're born right here in Mid-City. I'm graduated from Warren Eastern Senior High School. I am a Navy veteran, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and Somalia conflict, both. I did 90 through 96, served on board the USS Kitty Hawk, came home afterwards with the thank you, come again if you could, but if you can't, thank you for your service. Here's this, and you walk off not knowing, and this was in the 90s. It's way better now with internet and, people are advertising everything, but for me it was package stuff, thank you. Now I see, if I knew then what I knew now, I'd probably be ahead of the game, but right now I'm behind the goalpost right now, and I'm going to use, this is actually my best friend and brother from another mother. I'm going to go through good services and let them get me back on top where I need to be. I also know Andrew as well, though.
Well, thank you for your service, man.
Thank you. Well.
Thank you for your service. So 90 and 96, those were some good years.
Absolutely.
Those was my years at D. Southern University, Anthem County. And I didn't always take academics and going to class and studying and all that the best of heart until I got a report card. They said something about academic probation. And my mama looked at me like, what the hell you been doing? So those are some of the things, but those were some great years, man. And I wasn't on the extended program, so.
I got no regrets from 1996. 29 countries, 37 states, 687 cities in.
Wow.
So, yeah, man, I got the run amok, running with some cats from other cities,
All right.
gaining brotherhood from other people, man. You get the Navy did me well. Unfortunately, on the financial side, they hide that from me.
Right.
Wow.
But the playground is vast.
All right, so Ms. Andrea, tell
Yes,
us
sir.
who you are.
So I'm actually an 18-year transplant, right? Proud to be here in New Orleans, but I'm originally from Oregon. Lived in Philadelphia for 10 years and
You
came
was a
here.
duck.
Yes, I was a duck. You hit it on the head. You absolutely did. How did you know I wasn't a beaver? But yes, I'm a duck. And came here, proud to be in New Orleans. I believe in the cause. I believe in, I'm a realtor by trade. Been doing it for 18 years since I moved here. I came here to educate, not knowing what God had in store for me. So that's how I met Ryan and Tisha. They were actually one of my very first clients, and I've known them ever since. So it's been a very good relationship, right? As we all know, it's important to build networks. As you all know, you're repping well, right? And I'm looking at you as well.
That's one of the things that we always talk about in some of our functions with the Regional Black Chamber of Commerce is how important it is to build relationships.
Absolutely.
And networking builds relationships. So thank you for pointing it out. So about the Good Foundation, right? How long have you guys been in existence, and roughly about how many veterans have you served so far?
So we've been in existence with Good Foundation since 2023. That's when we actually the year before we pivoted, we was doing short-term rentals, and that's when we pivoted to say, man, instead of doing that, after we helped my wife's father, I said, man, let's help the community as far as we watching the homelessness, we watching these veterans living on the street. Let's turn our facility, our place that we was going to turn into a short-term rental into a veterans facility. And so we house veterans that need housing. We transport these veterans to and from the VA whenever they need. And it's been a journey. It's actually been a love journey for us because you got to love what you do.
Right.
You have to love what you're doing. You have to have that integrity to support these guys, these women, to on this journey to success. But we started Good Foundation in 2023, and now we're in the process of building all these partnerships with different companies and things of that nature. Our building is located where we house some of us at 1583 North Prier, right there in the middle of the 7th Ward, not too far from Circle Food Store. And we actually love our veterans that's living in our facility. Even some in our, because we also have independent living too. Some of these veterans that can stand on their own and support themselves. So we also have independent living for those guys also, and women. But yeah. And also we support so many. Right now, we probably in our facility we have 8 veterans, but we have helped over 200 something veterans as far as talking with them, guiding them into the right direction, and we're looking to support more. We have partnered with other companies like the Bastion House that supports veterans also. So we have, and also the VFW, VOA. We have been having support from these other companies as well, as far as getting these guys into the right places, giving them the right resources that they need to get what they need.
So you talked about partnerships. You brought it up a couple times.
Yeah.
What are some of the partnerships that you're looking for? I know, of course, financial support partners are always
Absolutely.
number one.
Yes.
But is it partners like that provide food assistance, or what type
Yeah.
of services are you looking for?
Food assistance. We actually just partnered with Goodwill, so that was a great resource for them as far as clothing and things of that nature. And we also looking for partners because our whole main goal is to build this resource center for them, and add housing around that, have their own habitat as far as their own area, what they're used to as far as what the other veteran members.
Their village, right? So one thing I can tell you about Ryan, Ryan, you're not going to share this, but I want you to share it. Where did you just come from? You just got off the plane.
I just got off the plane at 1 a.m. from LA. Flew in. I had to go pick up a veteran. So a veteran was stranded and took a bus ride to LA and never made it back. This was in March. And had been stuck out there in LA since. And they found him in a ditch. And I contacted social worker, and they say, just calm down. We're just going to wait till they have the resources to get the pings once this soldier gets to a hospital or something. So I think a week or so went by, and they got a ping that he was in the hospital. And sure enough, he was unconscious. So being on that bus, I kind of warned him before he got out. I said, be careful. I want you to communicate with me along the way, each stop you make. And he was doing that until he got to, I think it was in Albuquerque. And that's when I told my wife, I said, man, he just said somebody just took his wallet and everything. I said, that's not a good sign. And then once we called again, once he got to L.A., that's when this lady picked up the information. They picked up his phone and said he left the phone. Now we lost all communication. And from there, that's when it went downhill. And so that's when we communicated with the VA, the Mickham Group. Shout outs to the Mickham Group. And we kind of worked together. And we located him. And from then we brought him, we was able to bring him home. Yesterday, he was so excited, man, to see me once I was at LAX, and just to see me and hugged him and everything. I said, man, we're going home. And so now he's home. He's back where he's supposed to be.
So was it like a mental health type of crisis?
Yeah. So once they took everything, his med. Once you get off your meds and everything, you kind of you lose kind of everything. Right. And they kind of got him back on track. Once he got him back on track at the VA, they put him back on the medicine that he needs. He started remembering certain things. Mm-hmm. And listen, he lost his phone and everything. But guess who number he remembered? Mine.
Okay.
So the process and the work that you're doing is about is it like rebuilding the individual, What
every
does it look like?
individual is differently. So you have, and look, none of us are perfect. So some of these veterans get out the military and get hooked on drugs. They homeless, suffer with depression, PTSD. It's a lot of stuff they go through. And a lot of people, we may drive along the street and look at these guys and see a military vet, I'm homeless and this, and be like, man, he's just looking for drugs. It's not just that. It's more, and it is more just putting money in the hand and say, look, man, let me see if I can help you and guide you in the right direction. Let's find you help first to get you back on the path. So it may take, that's an approach too that you may take. It may be a person that's able to do certain things, but lost in certain emphasis as far as what they may have a family and they're struggling with a job. So now we have resources to find jobs for these guys, So it's certain things. It's everyone is different. Everybody's situation is totally different.
Hey, Joe, I see you reaching for the mic. You got a story to tell
I
us?
want to piggyback on what he said. There are stages for people who don't understand or can't grasp. Some people actually do pass veterans. Oh, he's just begging. There are stages of failure and letdown, and it usually starts with self first, because you don't want to get the help. You're either too prideful or you're too embarrassed to ask for help. The next stage is recognition. Once you recognize you're failing, not just yourself, but the people around you, you fall back from them. Now you're losing family members. Now you look to other people who think or feel like you, and that's on the street. Yeah. Then you turn to maybe drugs, you turn to alcohol, and then now you're lost in a swirl. Now you want to get out of it. Now you don't know where the resources are, which is why the Good Foundation is existing right now, to enlighten people who did not know, who don't know, who are afraid to ask, who are afraid to tell anyone. These people exist to get you help. It's a phase of things. I've never felt that deep in. I do suffer from PTSD, anger, anxiety, and stuff like that, but I've never fell to drugs and alcohol. God bless my soul. I've never did that. But I do have people I served with that I actually keep in contact with who are suffering from that, even with the resources, because they can't find a way, because they've shunned so many people away from them.
I think this brings us to another great opportunity, right, to go revisit the event that we talked about at the very beginning, because just hearing about the work that's being done, we need to get the word out about this. So why don't you guys just quickly tell us about the event again? What do people expect? What do you expect to come out of the event?
I mean, really, honestly, with all of our community partners, Home Depot, like he mentioned some of them before, we're actually going to have some elected officials. We have Alicia Boyd, Oliver Thomas, Senator Troy Carter, who promised to be there. So with their support, it's really all about support, right? What is it that we can do? It's an intake process. What is it that you need? How can we help service you? And just starting from like they said, from the boots down, right? It's all groundwork. This is a grassroots thing. As you all know, a nonprofit, the most difficult journey is funding, right? But we have great partners who are helping us along the way. We've done really 50-50 raffles and raised money and gave half the money away. Just anything it takes for us to try and get the money together so we can start doing this. And like Ryan said, right now they're just providing housing for people, but the vision, the long-term vision, is a village, a veterans village, a place where somebody can go, grow their own food, bring it to table, eat, right, healthy, prepare food. Lenora has even said that she would come help with that. We have a lot of community people in New Orleans that are dedicated to this cause, and they're committed. And so for us, it's just show up and let us know how we can help you. And ultimately, we'll provide the services. The vendors, we have at least 11 tables that will be there. So however we can help you, that's what we're looking for. And if we don't have something that you may need, let us know, because we may not have everything, but we can provide that if we know what that need is.
Okay. So, and as I spoke to the Springs.
Spring.
And one of the things that we want to do is to create that partnership with y'all as well. The New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, the Good Foundation. We value the work that y'all do, and we can assist. We can be a part of that village to help these things come to fruition. So we do have a membership meeting this evening at Suno at the auditorium, room 100 at 6 p.m. So we invite y'all to come out, and you can tell the members of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce about the Good Foundation, and also that way we can also look at how we can collaborate and do this work together.
Absolutely.
We're about to be coming up to the time of 12:30. If you want to call in, I know we have a lot of vets that listen. So if you want to call in, the number to dial in is 504-582-9422. Now, as we say, this is radio. It's not TV. Although it's filmed on Facebook Live or what have you. But anybody that calls in, you are totally unanimous unless you just want to tell us your name. So whatever issues you may be having going on, you may be in one of those stages that Brother Robert spoke of.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in one of those stages and you need some help, call in right now. And if you just want to reach out to me, I can be reached out at nrbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com. And what information that you email to me or you relay to me, I would contact Brother Goodo. And so therefore, we can make those things happen that you need to happen.
And if you have a family member, you may not be a veteran, but you have a family member
Absolutely, yes.
that could benefit from this service, and you want to call in, feel free to call in as well. But how do folks get in touch with the Good Foundation?
So you reach out. You can reach out to me 504-373-1734. If you need any veteran that needs transportation, also that don't have transportation, we provide that for you also. If you need information on anything, just give me a call. I'll be happy to assist you. Even if I don't have the answer, I'll go find the answer. Because I'm not going to tell you that if I don't know it, I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, I do know. Give me a sec. I'm going to go get the answer for you. So just call me or call my wife or Andrea or Joe. And I can put you on the phone with any of those if you have any questions with them also.
And what's the date and the time of the event again?
July 26th, 10:30 to 12:30 at Algiers Regional Library. We hope you'll see you there.
So that is actually this Saturday. So please put that on your calendar. So after you went to the Zulu back to school giveaway, that is at McDonald 35 over on Cadillac Street, and got all your good back to school gear, go to the Boots for Benefits event over at the Algiers Library.
Again, even if you don't directly benefit from it, if you know somebody that could benefit, stop by, grab some information, and pay it forward.
And this is one of the things that we've been talking about. I'm going to look into the camera that I see right there. This is the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Women Empowerment event. This is the save the date flyer. You will be seeing that coming to your social media, coming to your email addresses. This will be at Xavier University, right across the way, on Friday, October the 3rd, 2025. We're working on some powerful speakers. We're working on some powerful guests. We're working on some powerful breakout sessions. So please be there. The rates and all that will be coming out soon. But once again, if you want to be the early bird and jump on everything early, reach out to yours truly. That would be Coulon Smith at nrbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com. We thank our guests for being here. And guess what?
Thank you.
Since you are here today and you've been on the radio show with us and you've been out here where everybody's having their lunch, you're not only guests no more, you're family.
Oh, man.
So now we're going to treat each other like family.
There you go.
And Brother Goudet and Brother Robert, we want some boudin when you come back.
That's right.
Can't forget about that crackling. Get some boudin crackling.
Boudin
Huh?
and the chicken crack.
Chicken crackling. That's it.
Best time, man.
So those are the things that we need. Anthony, you got something to say? Important words?
We are just happy to be here again for another week, and we'll be black at you next week.
Like at you next week. And y'all got any important words as we dance on out the building?
I do. To my brothers and sisters at arms, man, don't be afraid to speak up. Go get checked. Get some help. There's always someone available. If you need to reach me, if you just want to talk to a stranger, you can reach me at 504-388-7123.
All right. You said brothers in arms, so y'all not strangers.
At all.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Until next week.
We salute.
As he said, we'll be black at you.
Yeah, I think JC chap.
Wow.